Question for the Minister as well. You seem to be doing a lot of work in cost rental and affordable homes for tenants, and I suppose it doesn't seem to be manifesting itself in Kerry. But the question I have to ask you, Minister, is tenant purchase scheme are people that wish to purchase their own local authority house. They can't purchase it after 2000 if the house was built after 2015. That's what's happening in Kerry after 2015. The other thing that we're looking for a long time is that first-time buyers qualify for the first-time buyers grant for a second a house that's not been lived in before. In other words, for a second-hand house, and it doesn't make sense to be denying people to purchase their own house while you're trying to purchase a local authority house, while you're trying to help people with this affordable scheme to buy a house. We can't understand it, and I'm asking you to make sense of it for me, please.
Thank you. It's an important issue, but we're dealing with Section 15.
Yeah, well,
it's a relevant point. It's not relevant to the piece of legislation or indeed the section that we're dealing with.
Well, we have an hour for this debate here.
This isn't oral questions, though, and I go through the chair. So we're dealing with an important piece of legislation here. But all I say to you is that there's last Concordia, we go down the road of me answering questions on every aspect of housing policy. Just to be fair to Deputy Healy-Rae on this, in relation to tenant purchase schemes through local authorities, they exist and they're in place right now. Help to Buy grant is a matter for revenue. It's a grant that I support, but it's an activation measure as well that relates to new properties. But there's no prohibition on the purchase of a tenant purchasing their local authority home if they meet the criteria that's set out. And what I brought in as well is that replacement, that home must be replaced by the local authority also, because we want to build up our housing stock. We don't want to just sell it out the other side. We're talking about more social homes. But last Concordia, I'm just conscious we're straying outside of this, and I know, but just to be courteous to Deputy Healy-Rae, I've answered that. And if you want to write to me separately, or we've oral questions coming up the week after next on housing. I think it's the week after.
We'll all be here.
Of course we will. Be kinta fushin.
Just what time is left on this?
You may not be aware that the restriction is there for houses built after 2015. They're not allowed to buy them.
I've been lenient down in relation to that. So